It is rightly been said by Martin Luther King Jr. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moment of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at time of challenge and controversy. With this beautiful thought, a very good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are in good health. I, Shreya Jadhav, welcome you all to my e-learning channel. And today we are going to do English, grammar, question tag, and interrogation. So let us begin. So first of all, let us try to understand the types of sentences. We have assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, imperative sentence, and negative sentence. Question tag. Now, before that, let us understand the formation of question tag. First, the sentence would be given to you. Plus, we are supposed to add a question tag. Now, sentence could be of any type. It could be of assertive, it could be interrogative, it could be imperative, it could be negative, it could be exclamatory. Any sentence would come over here. Assertive sentence means simple or affirmative positive sentences. Interrogative means where questions are asked. Imperative sentence where any order is given, request is there. It is known as imperative. Negative where no, not, never sort of words are used within the sentence. Now, sentence could be of any kind. The question which comes to you for your exams could be of any type, but always remember that your question tag means the answer which you will be writing down would be in an interrogative form only. Whether you have assertive statement, then you will be changing it into interrogative. Whether you have imperative, you will be changing into interrogative. Plus, along with it, you are supposed to use a pronoun. Now, what do you mean by pronoun? Now, all these basic topics you have learned in your earlier standards. But let us take a quick revision of it. Now, if you take into consideration pronouns means words which are used in place of noun are known as pronoun. So we can say like this: he, she, it, they, we, us, them, their, theirs. All these things are included in pronouns. So along with interrogative, you are supposed to use pronoun also. Now this concept would be explained to you in detail when we move ahead in the video. So we have discussed that there is a sentence plus there is a question tag. So in sentence, which things you are supposed to keep in mind? First of all, the tense, the helping verb, and the third one is modal verb. Now I'll be telling you each bifurcations of it. Which tenses are there, what is known as helping verbs, and what are modal verbs. So let us begin. So here you can see tenses. Now total there are 12 tenses. We have learned this tenses also in our previous video of active and passive voice. So you can see over here we have 12 tenses. But for active and passive we only use 8. But over here in total we have 12 tenses. So we have the first one, that is simple present tense. Then we have simple past tense. The third one is simple future tense. Fourth one, present continuous tense. Fifth, past continuous tense. Sixth, future continuous tense. Seventh, present perfect tense. Eighth, past perfect tense. Ninth, future perfect tense. 10th, present perfect continuous tense. 11th, past perfect continuous tense. 12th, future perfect continuous tense. So all these tenses you might have learnt in the earlier standards. We are just bifurcating the tenses. We are just doing the revision of it. So now let us move ahead and we will be learning about the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb are known to be or known as to be, to have or to do verb. Now you will be in a bit of perpetual mindset. What does it mean? What is this to be, to have and to do verbs? So let us bifurcate them. First one, to be verbs, that is am, is, are, was, were, be, been and being. The next one is to have verb, that is have, had and has. And the next one is to do words, so that is do, does and did. So you are supposed to remember that over here auxiliary verbs are known as am, is, are, was, were, be, been and being. Then we have, had and has. Then do, does and did. You are supposed to remember this, my dear students. The next one is helping verb. Now what do you mean or understand by helping verb? Helping verb are important since they are needed to make up the structure of a sentence. If we do not put helping verb, the sentence would be incomplete and it will not give us the exact meaning we would come to know, but grammatically it would be incorrect. They are used to help the main verb in English. So we have over here auxiliary verb and next one we have modals. So let us go through modals. Now as you have seen that we have done that what are auxiliary verbs, let us move ahead with modals. Modals in English grammar. A modal is a verb that combines with another verb to indicate mood or tense. A modal, also known as auxiliary or modal verb, expresses necessity, uncertainty, possibility or permission. For example, can, could, may, might, must, ought, shall, should, will, would, need, dare. So over here the list of modals are given. Now let us go through the rules. The first one, if the sentence is affirmative, the question tag will be negative. This is one of the most important thing which you are supposed to remember. That if the sentence is positive, question tag will be negative. And the second point is, if the sentence is negative, question tag will be affirmative. So these rules are for question tag. So now let us go through the examples. So you can see over here, the first sentence is he was singing. So whenever you write down question tag with viewpoint of your exams, always remember you are supposed to write down the whole sentence. You cannot directly write down question tag. Okay, so if the sentence is given he was singing, when you write down the answer you are supposed to write the question, means you are supposed to write the statement again. You are supposed to rewrite it. So he was singing, then you are supposed to put comma over there. Comma carries marks, so you are supposed to compulsory put comma. Then you are supposed to add a question tag. Now you can see over here the first sentence which you see is positive, it is affirmative in nature. So the question tag will be negative. So over here you can see that was is given over here. So we will be changing it into wasn't. And then we'll be putting up he. Now one thing which you all are supposed to remember is that you will be never writing was not. Okay, you will be writing it in short form, that is wasn't. Why? Because that is the rule how we are supposed to write down the question tag. The second sentence, I could feel my pulse. Now you can see over here that this sentence is positive. Now when we change into question tag, it will be I could feel my pulse, couldn't I? The next one, no one has the key. So you'll be writing that sentence again. No one has the key. Now you can see over here, no is being mentioned. So the sentence is negative. And you will be putting upon a positive one. So you'll be writing, has anyone? She will never cheat. So in question tag would be, she will never cheat. Will she? Why it is positive? Because never is used. Never indicates a negation. So the question tag would be positive. Next one is, Ram speaks to his mother. So the sentence would be, Ram speaks to his mother, doesn't he? So the sentence is affirmative. You will be changing it into negative. The next one is, I listen to the falling rain. So the question tag would be, I listen to the falling rain, don't I? Seventh one is, she went to sleep smilingly. Question tag would be, she went to sleep smilingly, didn't she? Now you would be thinking, why didn't we have used over here? Didn't, because it is in past form. You can see over here, went is written in the question. So when the sentence is in past, automatically we'll be using did. In the sixth sentence, if you see, it is in the present tense. So we have used don't over there. Next, eighth sentence. It did not pass quickly. So the question tag would be, it did not pass quickly. Did it? Ninth one, not a leaf remained on the tree. The question tag would be, not a leaf remained on the tree. Did any? So you can see over here, not is there. So the sentence is negative. When you change in and form a question tag, it would be in a positive way. The next one is, we'll all go hungry this year. Question tag would be, we will all go hungry this year. Won't we? So that will change into won't we, because this is future tense. 11th one, God could not have made mistakes. So the question tag would be, God could not have made mistake, could he? 12th one, no one dies of hunger. The question tag will be, no one dies of hunger, does anyone? So over here the sentence is negative and you are forming question tag which is affirmative or positive. 13th one, that was 24 hours ago. So the question tag would be, that was 24 hours ago, wasn't it? Now we use it for non-living things. So we have used over here it. Next one, he had made his first flight. So you'll be writing over here, he had made his first flight, hadn't he? The next one, there was no answer. So the question tag over here would be, there was no answer. Was there? So this is all about the question tag. We have solved over here the 15 sentences. Now let us move ahead. And now we'll be doing the topic interrogation. So let us go through the rules for it. Rules are pretty much same, we can say over here, for interrogative as well as for question tag. That if the sentence is affirmative, interrogative will be negative. And the second point is, if the sentence is negative, interrogative will be affirmative, means it will be positive. So rules for both will remain same. But what is the difference which you are supposed to observe? Let us see. Example of interrogative. Now one thing which you are supposed to always remember is, whether you put question tag or whether you write interrogative, question mark at the end is compulsory. So the first sentence over here is, I did not know the first word about them. Same way you can see over here the sentence is negative. So the interrogative will be positive. Did I know the first word about them? See how slight and minute changes are only done over here. You can see that in the first sentence, the sentence is negative because not is used. So when we change this into interrogative, it will be positive. The second one is, don't go so fast. So the interrogative for the sentence would be, should I go fast or must I go fast? Either of one you can use over here. Next one, I could not go on. So the interrogative would be, could he go on? The sentence was negative, interrogative became positive, and at the end you are supposed to remember to put that question mark. Fourth sentence, this is your last French lesson. The interrogative would be, isn't this your last French lesson? Fifth one, I should never see him again. So the interrogative would be, should I ever see him again? You can see over here, never indicates negation. So if the sentence is negative, your interrogative would be positive. So we are writing, should I ever see him again? Sixth sentence, his home is not even distant memory. So when we change this into interrogative, you will be forming like this, is his home even a distant memory? Seventh one, there is no leader among them. So the interrogative would be, is there any leader among them? Let us move ahead. The eighth sentence, the business was not especially profitable. So the interrogative would be positive one, and you will be writing, was the business especially profitable? Now you can see over here, ninth one, it is not my fault. So you will be putting up, is it my fault? Next one, 10th one, I don't want him to go. Do I want him to go? 11th one, that did not please the tramp. The interrogative would be, did that please the tramp? 12th sentence, he did not have to return it. Interrogative, did he have to return it? 13th one, I couldn't think of it. The interrogative would be, could I think of it? He made them. You'll be writing over here, didn't he made them? Now you will be thinking that why didn't came, because made is in past tense, so we are supposed to start with did. We have done earlier the auxiliary verbs and the modals, so you are supposed to keep that in mind and you are supposed to use them, the helping verbs in short. 14th one, he made them, didn't he made them? And the last sentence, that is, now his cow supported him. Didn't his cow now supported him? So this is all the examples to be discussed over here for interrogative as well as for the question tag. So over here once again we are doing the revision of helping verb. Helping verb is or helping verb are important since they are needed to make up the structure of a sentence. They are used to help the main verb in English. So we have auxiliary verb and then we have modals. So here you can see that auxiliary verb are considered or known as to be verbs or to have or to do verbs. So the thing which you are supposed to remember, the words which you are supposed to remember is am, is, are, was, were, be, been, being, have, had, has, do, does and did. So now let us learn the modals. And that would be modals in English grammar. A modal is that verb that combines with another verb to indicate the mood or tense. A modal is also known as auxiliary or modal verb, expresses necessity, uncertainty, possibility or permission. And the words which you are supposed to keep in mind is can, could, may, might, must, ought, shall, should, will, would, need, dare. So dear students, I hope you all have understood these two concepts are the easiest concepts of grammar, which I hope you all have understood it well. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. If you have still any doubt or queries, you can comment down in the comment section. Thank you and goodbye everyone.